Who the fuck got 8? Javon Holland. Go eat your food.
Ultra, ultra. Set. Ready, ready. Down. 43 rail. Set, hut. Ready. Fight, 6. Set, ready. Set. Ready, ready. Watch out now. Ready, set. Hut. Okay, break. Let's go! Clock 10! Hut, hut! Let's go now! Ready, go! Set, hut! Here we go, set! Triple 38! Here we go, here we go! 22 needle! Come on, set! Drill! 50. Here we go! 10 cycles! Set! Jump! There! Striker! Ready! On the double! Set, go! Set, ready! ready! Forty-three ready. Let's go! Hut, hut! Let's go now! Set! Set, hut! Fight! Kick. Here we go, set! Watch out now! Here we go, here we go! .52 blaster! Claw, 10, ready! Come on, set! Trouble, 38, ready? Here we go! 22 needle! Ready, set! Set! Drill, 52! Steel blue! Down! 10 cycles! Ready! Shock! 17! Set, cut! On the set! Striker! Okay, ready? Fight! Set, ready! Ready, ready! Set! Let's go! Hut! Let's go now! Set, hut! 43 rounds. Here we go, set, fight, kick. Here we go. Hut, hut. Come on, set. Yellow, go. Steel, black. Ready? Here we go. Watch out now. 50 green jack. Set. Get ready! Hut, hut! Let's go! Set! Let's go now! Claw, 10! Slide blue! Ready! Set, hut! Trouble! Got it! Ready? Here we go, set! Ready, ready! Ready, break! Set, hut! Here we go, here we go! Set! Come on, set! Hut!
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We're going to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. First down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Brandon Wilson. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him, but what a return. It'll be 1st and goal.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hayden Hurst. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready. Yeah, ready. Wide open.
Tua on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Another catch there for Waddle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. 1:57 to go.
Dolphins pick up the slack.
On EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 89 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a passage taken in by Hill, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first
Tyreek Hill is opus.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tua, a final shot before half. Escaping the pressure right. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
23 yards the pickup there. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Tagovailoa.
Fire, fire.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1.
Comeback season.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now. Showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Tua on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tua sets up to pass it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
With their RB on the Texas route.
Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. In motion, Hill. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Getting the pressure right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
11 MT. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To a hit, and the ball is out, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be...
Bro, they need to turn the fumbling.
...film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use it.
Bro, they need to turn the fumbling up.
To hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On one, ready? 11 empty, hey! 11 stop!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 Thomas. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
On the double. Long, 10. Long red.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go play action with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second and inches, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, Carter, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast.